We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down at 5. Here's Pollard again. And he's taken down inside the 30. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Drops this underneath for Pollard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Done good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man down the field is Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington first down.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Powell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Powell from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd down throw for Howell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Able to hit his target Lamb. Escapes the defender. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wing on a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times they just won't pass you the initial point of contact, and they'll go deep.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's dumped off to Poe. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. So Dunn now following the score, back out to send this away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! Washington. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Commanders 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, it seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will take it in for the Cowboys score. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Done good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Howell going to go for it. That is caught. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Man open is Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Howell looking to throw again. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Rolling to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are back within a score. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now back to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. 19 Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. 9 yards on the play there. That sets him up 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw again. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Done good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Washington first down.
And once more, Howe back to the air. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howe. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. Back to throw here. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mustang 19. 79 Bronco.
They'll look to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4 yards.
Now Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Howell down to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Washington.
Throwing here, Howell. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another throw for Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Flush to his right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 to first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Let's go now.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up a throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Off-play action. It's Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Howell now. Out route looking for McClure, and he's got him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. It's Howell with another throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Option play. Here's Pollard. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Pollard. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here we go, 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.